Hi everyone, my name is Charlie, and once again I have arrived to work with no incident on the roads. Usually, on my way to work, there is tons of traffic. I've documented that in many videos. There is a lot more traffic on the roads during weekdays, simply because of everything going on with the railways. That's an opinion. I'm not actually sure, but I can't think of anything else that it could be. There aren't that many people in the world wanting to get into Manchester, although it was half term. We'll leave it at that. There are many factors as to why the roads might have been busier this last week. However, this morning, it's Saturday, it doesn't, the roads weren't busy yet because everybody gets to have a lie-in. Not me. I like the clear road. I like to get on that road, get to work, record some videos. So here I am. I did want to tell you about last night's journey home. So the screen wash seems to run out on my car. Either that or the thing that sprays me screen wash is broken. And I have an incredibly filthy windscreen. Not, bad enough that you can't see out of it. It's still quite clear. I'm just aware that there's some mud on it. And I like to have it completely clear. Other people will probably drive with it like this. My father's driven with worse. That's by the by. Last night, traffic was awful. Traffic was terrible. Très terrible. Molto pericoloso. I don't know any other language. Me apologies for butchering two languages there. I left work. I managed to get around the corner and thought, okay, we've done well here. And then I reached the roundabout just as a Bill and Ben skip lorry was going past. And I thought that was what was holding up the traffic, only to realise that traffic was exceptionally thick in both directions. So last night, it took a rather long time to get home. Because obviously, Bill and Ben skip lorries go a bit slow. They can't reach the speeds that you'd expect them to. And then, once we got to the dual carriageway, and we've been driving for about 5 years at this point, I'd aged to the point of desiccation. You know that word, the nice word that my sister keeps hearing in Vampire Diaries. All it does is remind me of coconut, but what can you do? And so we get to around the dual carriageway, and I overtake the Bill and Ben skip lorry, and I don't see it for ages. And then I reach the final roundabout, and I don't like to go in the right-hand lane. I don't know why. I don't like to go in the right-hand lane and overtake the things. But I stuck in my left-hand lane, and the Bill and Ben skip lorry was like, and just went straight past me. And then was 5 cars in front of me slowing down traffic again. And I just thought it's sod's law, really, isn't it? And then I was stuck in another exceptionally long queue. Usually, my journey to work is about 3 or 4 songs on a CD. I got through twice that. I listened to half of an entire album on my journey home last night. It took that long. And now I'm here. I mean, when I got home, there was nobody there anyway. And it was a struggle to make tea because I was like, well, it wasn't for me, I was only having salad, but looking for stuff for my father, who is celiac, lactose intolerant, and basically has so many foods that disagrees with him, he may as well just start consuming air. So I ended up having to figure out what I could do with 2 potatoes. I shoved one up each nostril, he asphyxiated, it was great. Anyway, now it is Saturday. Sorry, we're in the middle of a video and the pollen count is exceptionally high. I, for some reason, decided to develop allergies at a young age, so I just want to sneeze all of the time. My eyes constantly look like I have been inhaling cocaine at the rate of Usain Bolt on that flaming racetrack. I don't know. Sports or Olympics or runners. No. Anyway, we all know this. I can't afford cocaine or any other opiate. So, the last week, I haven't really done much writing. I've written some poetry. I mentioned that in another of these videos. But at some point last week, I wrote some of the secret book. And I didn't hit a wall, but I became extremely aware that maybe the book wasn't as funny as I'd been thinking in my head. And as soon as I thought that the book might not be funny, or it might not be engaging, then my mind shut down. My mind decided, you know what? We ain't gonna do this. Goodbye. You can come back to us when you have begun to trust your story. And that has been something that I've done the entire way along, so I don't know why it has changed now. But I have constantly thought, trust the story. Trust the story to do what it's going to do. I did that with Indisputably Doris, and I just trust the story that eventually it'll get me to the place where I want to be. I have a plan. I know what the characters are doing. I know everything about this book that needs to be known at this point. And so I don't know what my problem is. But I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually and get to doing some writing. I'm hoping to get some writing done this week as I have booked some time off work. I've also booked to take Doris and some other books by writers I know to a book fair in Marple next week. So let's hope that's a success. And maybe I could actually get some reading done, because I'm in the middle. Well, I'm not even in the middle yet. It's a 550-page book, and at page 230, and I was enjoying that book, the Book of Strange New Things. And I don't know why I didn't keep on reading it. I mean, it's been like 2 days, but 2 days to me is an exceptionally long time. And we all know how I feel about wasting time, although time has not been wasted this week. Actually, has time been wasted? Where I would ordinarily be writing, I ended up watching Once Upon a Time on Netflix, and I don't know why I do it. Because every time I watch it, I get annoyed about the fact that magic is this ultimate fix-all, and that the characters are all related to each other. Like, there is so much more incest going on in that than Game of Thrones. Although I suppose it's not really incest, it's just that everybody knows everybody, has slept with everybody, is related to everybody. New character comes on the show and immediately somebody's long lost cousin from the planet Zog. I don't know. Yeah, I have still watched that show. Maybe the characters are compelling. Other people really seem to enjoy it. I asked for recommendations of things to watch on Netflix, and this wasn't one of them, but it's one that my friend decided I must watch. So, I've reached season 5. Apparently somebody's evil if they wear black. I'm warning you. If you're wearing black and you've got a cleavage, you're evil. Talking to you, mother. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. What have you been getting up to this week? Do feel free to let me know in the comments what you've been getting up to, what you've been reading, who you've been talking to. Did you happen to go and visit the Queen down at Sandringham and she wasn't there, but you didn't get worried because you knew that she was having her cataract surgery? When I saw that as a headline, I was like, I'm glad that she's getting this surgery, but when my nan had both of her eyes done a few years ago, I didn't take a front page ad out in the Congleton Chronicle, so can we please simmer down? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, that is all.